Do you believe in the existence of extraterrestrials?
Good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, depending on where and when you're watching this broadcast, hopefully live. I'm Thomas Fessler, my friends, and this is Disclosure Tonight. Happy Friday, September 19th, 2025. Would you look at that? We're less than 14 weeks till Christmas, and what are we doing? We're talking about UFOs, my friends. But before we get too far, let's go ahead and welcome our dear audience. Who the heck we have out there? First of all, I want to go ahead and thank Daryl for that wonderful super chat, my friend. If I bring up the list of all the participants we have out there, that's welcome. And then Amanda Amiga Rules is here, along with Kat and Kathy Spire. How do I call your name? Because you're in the chat, my friends. Let's see where we're at. Charmanian's here, along with Conniving Bones. We got Craig Smith, Dan Lebrab, Daryl's here, Eliza Teal, Fernando Suazo. Good to see you, Fernando. Fink Ployd is here, along with Firefly. We got Geraldine Durazio, Gizmo, Gray Hair Discoveries, JB, Jan, Jared Rosenthal, J-Cat, Kathy, Kelly Bro, and those piercing blue eyes. I think you're somewhere out there, Kelly. We got King Bull, Maritime Unprepared, Kenny Massey, Megan Betts, Mr. X. Necessary Dialogue is here. Good to see you, my friends. Who else? We've got Open Door Podcast, Push King, Reality Check, VIP. Good to see you, Harold. Roni Deals here, along with Rough Reddy, Rusty Doors, Sam, and Shinobi One Kenobi. We got Shrooby-Doo, Stargazer, 46 and 2, Stephen Forbes, Steve Hines, the Super Unknown, Tenebrous Anima, good to see you, my friend. The Chromosome Cowboy, Truckin' Paw Paw, Wasteland Wanderer, and wrapping it up with Yankee 58. How about that? We got to the end before we got there. Mike, Disclosure, how you doing, my friend?
Oh, I'm doing well. We have a lot to talk about. It's been a hell of a week.
Oh, my God. It's been Fuck You Friday since last Friday, and it hasn't stopped yet.
No, it hasn't let up yet. Not for us or all of the characters out there in Disclosure Land.
Oh, yeah. I've been on a conference call for the last hour and a half, trying to convince the people what the real problem is and how simple it will be to fix it. But sometimes we like to make mountains out of molehills, don't we, Mike?
Oh, hell yeah. That's usually the routine.
Oh, talking about it. And am I talking about those losers over on X? Yeah. Oh, absolutely. That's who I'm talking about, Mike.
Oh, yeah, I know. You and I are both well aware of that.
The anti-Lou trolls, as we call them, right?
That's what they are.
Oh,
correct.
You better believe it. Talking about Lou and everything. My God, Mike, where do we start? There's so many things I am unorganized to go ahead and cover right now. But, sometimes you got to have some fun. Just saw this in my feed, Mike, and you got to ask the question, where'd it go? What would you name this puppy?
Oh, God.
Mo. I would call him Mo. After the Three Stooges Mo, because he's got the Mo cut, doesn't he?
Oh, he sure as hell does.
Oh, God, yeah.
That's one ugly hairdo.
Oh, I know. People want to do modern hairdos for the dogs. Let's just stick to mohawks. It looks a lot better on dogs, or make him look like a lion or something. You got to have fun with it.
Yeah.
Oh, God. So where in the hell do we start? Oh, I guess we should start at the top of the list. Why are people here today? What the hell are we talking about? Well. Oh, I can't show this one, but I should. No, I can't show that. It'll piss people off.
Oh, you ain't kidding.
What?
Yeah, that'll definitely piss people off.
Oh, yeah. This one, I got to show it. The audience will hate me for it, but I just have to laugh at it. For my next trick, I'll get the left to boycott Disney. Sorry, I had to do that.
Yeah.
Let's get to it.
Segue the hell out of that.
We did. Here we go. Finally caught up with. We got. You love those ape AI videos, Mike. You've seen a bunch of them, I think. Mm-hmm. This one goes over the top, coming from Bigfoot Discoveries. If I can just get this a little bit larger here, we can get into it. This one is just. It talks about us perfectly. We are serious about not being serious, and so is this post. Let's go ahead and watch this. Hopefully, I've got the audio hooked up and everybody can hear it.
Who did that?
Hold on. It's not there. I need to go to, hold on, web, advanced audio properties. No, I need to go to properties really quick, figure out where the fuck this is coming from. OBS sound effects track. Give me a second, the audio. Yeah, I fucked up the audio, folks. Welcome to my life. OBS sound effects track, and I want to add in Brave. There we go. Now the audience will be able to hear this. This is a good one. Gotta have fun.
What's up, guys? Foot here with the Project Guy. So, Jay, we know you rip off other people's content, farm for engagement, jack off the CE5, but why skull a cold pint of piss?
Oh my goodness, yes, they got into that one there. Oh, you know, we got, yeah, I know, we got Matt Laslo going crazy here. Where's that at? Here we go. Okay, so the first thing we're talking about is, oh God, what was on the top of the list? Oh yeah, that one. We're talking about, first of all, the UAP Disclosure Act dying on the vine. And I think let me just find it easier. I sent Mike a copy of the particular tweet on that one. Let me go ahead and bring this up here really quick. Why am I missing all of, here we go, Mike Disclosure tweets. Wait a minute. There it is. I don't have time right now. Thank you. All right. Getting into our top story for today, Mike, the UAP Disclosure Act has been blocked, and it doesn't look good for this third-time loser coming out. We know we all had a lot of hopes that potentially the UAP Disclosure Act, Mike, would be going somewhere, but apparently it's not, is it?
No, and you and I have been saying this since the first go-around with this, that nothing has changed and nothing is going to be successful. And we've been right the whole time. 3 years running right now. Yeah,
and it's like we said, don't get your hopes on it. Hold back on, see where it is, see where we can get this thing to, because, you know, on September 9th, 2025, Congress held a rare bipartisan hearing on UAPs. We all watched it here on Disclosure tonight. Whistleblowers described retaliation, crash retrieval programs, and secrecy that shocked even the most seasoned intelligence veterans. Momentum was building, or so it would seem. Now, enter the National Defense Authorization Act, the one bill Congress must pass each year. Advocates push to attach this to the UAP Disclosure Act to it. But, well, that hasn't happened, has it? It hasn't.
No.
You know, they're saying this was the best legislative shot at UFO transparency. I'm sorry, Mike. I believe you have to disagree on this. This is a debauchery put out by Carl Nell, is the main author of this document. Some other people may have been in there, and this would have given us controlled disclosure along the lines, Mike, of what we got from the Kennedy assassination, which means we're not going to get anything meaningful, if anything, for 20 years. And on top of that, if there's anything the president believes is inconvenient, he can go ahead and be like Biden and lock away the information until another president decides they want to bring it out, which they never will.
No, they never will. It doesn't matter what side of the aisle they come from. Republican, Democrat, left, right, they don't want to bring it out. And 80 years plus, this is still ongoing on with the cover-up.
Now, in the House of Representatives, Representative Eric Burleson tried to get the amendment through, but staff labeled it non-germane and killed it before debate. Now, over in the House, you know, remember Senator Rounds came out there and said, this will be part of it, I'll guarantee it. But however, although the Senate had a better chance to do it, heavyweights like Chuck Schumer, Mike Rounds, and Kirsten Gillibrand, who supported the UAPDA, failed because, well, then came Roger Wicker. I believe he's from Mississippi.
The Armed Forces, Senate Armed Forces Committee.
Yeah, Wicker is the chair of the Senate Armed Forces Service Committee, filed a substitute amendment that replaced the entire NDAA text. And his version contained zero reference to the UAP Disclosure Act. Well, strike two on our third strike. Now, insiders say this move wasn't accidental. By replacing the wholesale text, Wicker effectively scrubbed the UAPDA out of existence, leaving only watered-down provisions without reporting and intercepts. Now, if that wasn't enough, Schumer's unrelated bill to add the Epstein file release further complicated the amendment process. Bipartisan talks stalled. I got to ask a question, Mike. Why didn't Schumer, when they had the majority in the Senate, bring up this stuff about the Epstein files? It seems like now that they have the minority, they're crying Chuck Schumer is trying to get it through, but he's screwing the pooch at the same time.
Well, by bringing Epstein into this, he completely screwed over the UAP DA.
Yeah.
It's like apples and oranges. One thing has nothing to do with the other. They're trying to jam it in any way that they can, and they failed miserably. They
wait to the last minute, like you're expecting, you have a report you've been working on the entire semester, and you're starting to write it the night before it comes out, and you expect to get an A on it.
Well, you have to understand, the Epstein files are a political third rail, and they should know that in Congress. And if they're going to try to jam that in, everything is going to get shut down, which is exactly what happened.
Yeah.
It was a stupid move.
Yeah, the result is that the UAP Disclosure Act is off the table for now. That's 3 straight years that the UAP Disclosure Act has failed to make it into law. What's up with these people who keep on bringing out the same text again and again? It's like they wrote a book, they sent it to a publisher, and they rejected it. The next year, they take the same goddamn book and they send it to the publisher a second time, and it gets rejected. The third time, let's keep it the same, maybe change a couple little words here and there. But here you go. Come on, you're going to publish this for us. Nothing.
No,
they should have known when it failed the first time that their approach sucked.
It did. It should have been modified. They should have focused more heavily on whistleblower protections. Yeah. They didn't do that.
I mean, Tim Burchett has had a whistleblower protection bill in the House of Representatives going on 2 years now, and no one's done anything to bring it out. One page.
It's a whole one fucking page that he's trying to get passed, and they won't do it. That's a very bad sign. Mm-hmm. We know where Congress stands on this. They are not pro-disclosure. They are not for having whistleblowers come forward.
Now, if the Senate doesn't revive it before final votes, the window may close for good, and I have a feeling that window's already shut now. The fight over UAP transparency is at a tipping point. Congress can still act with more hearings, subpoenas, and pressure on DNI Tulsi Gabbard to declassify directly, but you can see what hell of a mess that's been, Mike. But remember, the name Roger Wicker, the senator who blocked the UAPDA in 2025. But you know what, Mike? The UAPDA failed last year in the Senate when it passed through. So you know what? It seems like the senators have wised up to this joke of what they've been trying to get through.
And they already have all of the things necessary to block it from going through, and they did that.
Oh, God,
it seems like they put more effort into shooting it down than the people that are trying to push it through.
You better believe it, my friend. We got 3 super chats that came in. One coming in from Daryl. Thank you very much, Daryl. Appreciate that. Next one coming in from Stargazer. 46 and 2. Thank you for your donation. Thank you very much, sir. And also next one from FaZe Will. The one person who actually responded to us saying, hey, we've got some tickets to go and see Lou Elizondo. He had 3 tickets for one person, so he had some next space around it, though. But Will actually made it to see Lou Elizondo yesterday, Mike.
Oh, I know. It was a great show. People were commenting about it, and we were very happy to have Will there and representing us and be at the event.
Oh, God,
it was a hell of an event, yeah.
Because it's not just that. Let me see if I can bring up some pictures here. Let's see if I can go to this and double-click it. Should be able to bring this up and show. We've got Will here hanging out with the man, Lou Elizondo. He actually remembered Lou because when Lou first started his speaking tour in Arizona last year, Will was there, believe it or not. And the next image we've got coming into this, can I click to the next one? Welcome. Nice, if you want to call it, autograph from Lou Elizondo. Then we've got Lou starting up at the location, and then...
And a big shout out to Mike at Disclosure. Great having you guys on the team. Appreciate everything you do. God bless.
Thank you, Lou.
There you go, Mike. A special message from Lou Elizondo.
Oh, absolutely.
Not that he thanked the guy who got the tickets. He thanked you, but thank you, Mike. I appreciate it.
That's okay. It included all of us. We're all on the same team, Thomas.
Oh, of course, my friend. Interesting conversation coming out of it, though. I guess part of this, Lou actually says he's in possession of a piece of crash material.
Well, it's about time that information like that is finally coming forward.
Yeah. Exactly. We all love Lou here at Disclosure Tonight. We know there's a bunch of people, Mike, who watch us all the time and ridicule us and bring us down for supporting a patriot like Lou Elizondo. My little answer to them, Mike, is a simple, here you go, guys. Sit and spin. I bet you'd enjoy it.
Yeah. Right. So we just keep doing what we do. Lou does what he does, and we'll just keep pushing for disclosure. That's what it's all about.
Oh, gosh, yes, my friend. Absolutely. A lot of things going on. Disclosure is cooked, and it's not blocked. It's cooked at this point. We'll see where it goes. Be honest.
It's not going. Yeah, down the toilet. It's not going.
Oh anywhere. Yeah. Well, talking about down the toilet. Let's talk about Anapolina Luna next, I guess.
Oh, another shit show in Congress.
Oh my God, what the hell is going on with that?
It doesn't really make a lot of sense if you think about it.
Apparently, Miss Luna or Mrs. Luna has a beef with, well, she is married though, right? And she's got a kid.
Yeah.
So it's not a Ms. It's Anapolina Luna. She's got two last names, which means she's married.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah.
But she is obviously not happy with the press.
No, and she's not happy with Matt Laslo especially. But you know, Mike, she's kind of pointing towards some recent things that have gone on. However, I think this has some ties back to when Lou was getting attacked and such by Anapolina Luna, and Matt Laslo may have said some things potentially to get to her, and there's some other things that actually got her really pissed off as well, Mike. What are your thoughts as I bring this up?
You know what it was, Thomas? He was calling out all the numerous mistakes that she's been making the whole time, and she doesn't like that. She doesn't like to be called out. She doesn't like anything that she puts out there as being called out for being, let's say, inaccurate information, to be diplomatically correct. And he calls her out every time, and she is not a happy camper about that.
Yeah.
She doesn't like it.
Yeah.
But you have to understand something. Matt Laslo is a teaching professor of journalism. Mm-hmm. So he's not just the average person that's covering stories out of Congress in Washington. He is a professor, a credentialed professor who teaches other students to be journalists. So he knows what he's talking about and what he's covering. Yeah. And when he calls her out and had to do retractions on some of this information that she's given him that he published and then had to retract it, he's not happy about that.
Yeah.
But when we get into the op-ed he put out, it'll cover that.
Yeah. I think I've got that up here. Let's go ahead and bring that up. Where is that at? Let's get to it. Oops. Oh, I think that's the wrong picture, Mike. What happened to Melania? She looks like Hamburglar. Actually, no, she looks more like the guy from Spy vs. Spy.
That's true.
Oh, people are having some fun with it. You know, you have to take jabs at both sides of the story, my friend.
Oh, I agree.
Oh, yeah.
Because we are not on one side or the other. We're in the middle.
In the middle. That's where everybody belongs.
Right.
Okay, let's see if I can find this one. Where did it go? So many things happening today. Nope, not that one. Come on, Luna. All right. So,
it was
first of all, there's a post from Matt Laslo that happened on over on Reddit, right?
Correct. An op-ed he put out.
Let's go ahead and bring this up. As Moose looks for more cookies. Moose, your cookies are right. Well, okay, let's get back to this. It's been one of those days. All right, it never ends. Okay. Submission statement. This is coming from Matt Laslo. It was over on Reddit. I'm sure it's still there.
It is.
Congress's newfangled task force on the declassification of federal secrets should consider investing in a mirror. Members are proving themselves to be a sideshow, which seems to be by design. The special panel exists at the pleasure of the Republican Party leaders who continue playing the congressional UAP caucus for fools. Like when it took the UAP caucus some 2 years to uncover a special UFO unit within the FBI, an agency headquartered a mile down Pennsylvania Avenue from the Capitol. In fact, a handful of U.S. senators laughed upon learning their peers on the other side of the Capitol have kept them in the dark for so long. The Secrets Task Force, which of course is headed up by Anna Polina Luna, has had strings attached from day one. Forget the members' lack of top secret clearances or their unrequiting longing to be read in on special access programs. The panel's powerless and can only issue subpoenas if the Oversight Committee Chair James Comer and thus the House Speaker Mike Johnson approves. But it's not just that, Mike. What Matt missed on that one, they need a majority committee vote in addition to their approvals to get the subpoenas. Good luck on that one.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
No. They don't even have a budget, let alone a dedicated staff, though Representative Eric Burleson did seemingly outsmart the system by onboarding David Grush as a part-time aide. That means Big Brothers Comer and Johnson have been not just watching their every move. GOP leaders, efforts restricting, redirecting the stymieing of the task force seems to be the point. From its inception, GOP puppet masters have controlled the very parameters confining these policymakers to political irrelevance. Yet on paper, the headline-chasing secrets of the task force mandate is to deliver unparalleled levels of transparency on some of the nation's longest-running conspiracies, from JFK to Epstein, of course. Seriously? I have yet to meet a single U.S. senator who's ever heard of the Secrets Task Force. And whenever I find myself explaining to them, senators can't help but smirk. They're in on the joke. Better than having them looking for things into info, Senator Mike Rounds told me, though knowing chuckles this spring. To senators, like many of the rest of us, it is so painfully obvious congressional leaders neutered the UAP caucus from its inception by expanding the mandate from one to another. Wow. That is some strong words coming from Matt Laslo. That could be why Anna Polina Luna decided to throw him some shade earlier today.
Yeah, but you have to remember, you and I have been making similar points to the ones that Laslo has been putting out there since the inception of the task force.
Yeah.
He's not wrong, and you and I know that firsthand. He's telling the truth, and she doesn't like it.
Well,
she can get away with ignoring us, but Laslo has a large audience and people that follow his coverage in Congress, and she doesn't like being called out.
Be talking a lot. We have to go.
Hold on, I've got a video here.
That's a good one.
Okay, this is a short one. This is kind of what Matt was. This is website so wonderful to try and deal with. Let's bring it up. Let's try and get it here so we can go ahead and show this. This was Matt Laslo trying to go ahead and track down Anna Polina Luna, walking between the halls of Congress. And he really got snubbed on this one. Just a 13-second clip. It shows how much Matt Laslo towers over Anna Polina Luna. She's not that tall, is she, Mike? About 4'8", maybe?
She is not.
Maybe 5 foot. Here, let's watch.
What were you saying, Madam Chair? You guys aren't going to be talking a lot.
We have to go.
Yeah. No.
We'll be publicly releasing all the information that we're doing shortly.
Yeah. Thank you. Have a good one.
She'll be publicly releasing the information to the public and avoiding the press is kind of what she's saying, right, Mike?
It is, because she told him flat out. She said that he hasn't been nice to her, so he can't expect her to give him any scoops or firsthand information. She's going to be releasing everything publicly and not giving any advantage to him or any other member of the press.
In other words,
but
he hasn't been kissing her ass.
Yeah, and she doesn't like it, like I mentioned earlier. But What's interesting is if you go further on the op-ed, he addresses the information that she did give to him at one point and how that played out, which the audience, I think, needs to hear.
That's more audio here, Mike? I guess we've got a longer clip here.
No, we have in the op-ed or his ex-post, he went into the fact that any information that he did receive from her directly prior to her being snubbed officially at this point was inaccurate information. And after he published it, he had to put a retraction out.
Right. I guess this would be the retraction here, Mike, where he says, "So sorry, forgot to tag you initially, Anapolina Luna. We're so appreciative you showed us your true colors as you ran from questions. We pity politicians scared of their own thoughts. Know you've been busy for UAPs except for last Tuesday, so we're bringing UAP, UFO, UAPX, and UFOX to you, ma'am. Democracy, you can run, but we see you hiding." Right?
Right. Yeah, right.
And who responded to that? Well, there you go. Real Anapolina Luna. Respect is a two-way street. You should think about how you treat people. Try being more professional. Temper tantrums won't get you info. Had you not talked poorly of me, maybe I would have talked with you. From now on, I'll be sharing info directly with the public. No need to tell the press first scoop.
Right. That was her snub to him. But he responded and gave her information about the retractions that he had to do. Every time she told him something, it was not accurate. Like the field hearings that she's been talking about since 2023. It goes on. I mean, she really doesn't seem to engage the brain before she engages her mouth. And he called her right out on it.
Yeah. Do you have a link to that, Mike, by chance?
Well, I think it's in the post that I put up responding to.
All right, let me go ahead and find that really quick. Give me a second here. Let's get back to, mail. Let's go for Mike Disclosure. Not talking about the speaking tour.
Yeah, that was the recent one. The one from last night. Before that is the one that has the information from Laslo.
Let me just go ahead and find it really. You didn't send that one to me. Okay, so we've got, let's just bring this up for everyone to see. You've got you and the Lou Elizondo quote. Okay, is this it to set the record straight for Representative Anapolina Luna?
Correct.
Okay. This wasn't a temper tantrum in my friend and colleague Matt Laslo's op-ed on Reddit. He stated the facts about Rep Luna and her task force. On Disclosure Tonight on YouTube with Thomas Fessler, and I have been making similar points about her and the task force since it began. Professor of journalism Matt Laslo does his reporting on Congress to keep the public informed about what really goes on with our elected officials in Washington, D.C. with respect to UAP and UFOs. It's a thankless, unpaid job that he and his team at Ask-A-Pol UAPs does for patriotism and journalism. Everyone should keep that in mind when listening to both sides. And for all of my friends and followers out there, I stand with Team Laslo. You should too. Good point, Mike.
Thank you. Because we do support Laslo and the work that he's been doing.
Got you.
But now I included his replies to her, and I believe that's when you go further into his replies, which is underneath my post. It will mention the inaccuracies and the retractions.
I'm not seeing that coming from him here, Mike. We've got the Anapolina post, we got your post, and I've got some replies, but nothing else there.
Let me see if I could pull it up. Give me a second.
Nope, it's not.
I know it was there. I remember.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's there. But anyway, he was calling her out on any information she gave since 2023 has not panned out as being accurate. And he doesn't like publishing stories because of who she is and then having to put a retraction out to his audience and the public. It's something that left a bad taste in his mouth. For good reason. He's not wrong. He's absolutely right. Mm-hmm. She's not credible. And she tends to ignore and overlook that, but it doesn't change the fact that he also said that he hasn't really been taking any information from her for a while now. Nothing new.
Nope.
So, yeah, because of that, she's claiming that he is not really being fair to her. But I think he's been more than fair.
He's just calling out the truth, Mike.
I know.
I guess politicians don't like hearing the truth these days, do they? On either side of the aisle.
No, they don't like getting called out. You're absolutely right.
Right.
And he did that. He did a good job of calling her out.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think this is a recent interview with Laslo because he's going off a bit here. This is coming to us from Dale and the Observer of Anomalous Objects. Let's go ahead and bring up this clip here and this little tweet for us to go ahead and watch. Audio clip, actually a video clip. Let's get to this. All right, let's throw up the fair use just to cover ourselves. Put across the top. All right, here we go. Let's see what Matt Laslo has to say here.
BS. Luna, you have told me that you can't talk about bodies that you and Matt Gaetz saw. You told me that 2 years ago. You have the chairwoman, and you haven't had a hearing on the bodies you saw? Ma'am, you're a liar. Because guess what? You're either a liar or you just neutered yourself.
What?
You just neutered yourself. You just neutered yourself. Guess what? You're either a liar or you just neutered yourself. You've made yourself impotent as a federal lawmaker, as a chairwoman. Because either you saw bodies with Matt Gaetz at a Florida Air Force base, like, where's the hearing you promised us last year? You said you were going to do a field hearing. Now you're the actual chair, and crickets. Oh, is that because you've been rendered powerless by Speaker Johnson and Chair Comer? BS. Luna.
Oh my goodness, Mike. As Conniving Bones would say, well, yeah, maybe not, but maybe I think he's on life right now, not on drugs.
Oh,
He used to get high on drugs, but now he gets high on the Lord.
Yeah, he's also up for the fight. He's got his adrenaline going.
Oh my God, yeah. And by the way, that comment that came, he used to get high on drugs, but now he gets high on the Lord, that came from Cheech and Chong, the Big Bamboo.
Oh, that's an oldie but a goodie.
Oh, I know. Good morning, class.
Sister Mary Elephant. Yeah, I remember.
Oh God, yeah. Let's make a dope deal. What is your name, Bob? You've got 5 seconds. Starts with an B, ends with a B. 3 seconds, Bob. Yeah, Bob bitchin'. Gotta love it. God, those days. So, yeah, Matt is rightfully ripe at this point. And he's letting it out.
It seems to be heating up between the press and members of Congress, like Representative Luna. It's just really something that shouldn't be escalating. It's like something that you and I talk about on the show regularly. If disclosure isn't moving forward, the only thing left is all the drama that people engage in all the time, including in Congress, it seems like.
Yeah. It's a cover-up. Where's Tim Burchett when we need him?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. But Tim has also been very quiet.
Yeah, because the committee he should have been running was given to Annapolena Luna. No wonder why he's so freaking quiet. Even in his closing statement, he only got to say the first part of it before some other things were said. And you know what? Luna never went back to him to let him finish what he was going to say, because I could even hear him saying, but he wanted to continue, but they never gave him the chance, did they? They wanted to run the hell out of the hearing.
Right.
Tim deserved the chairmanship of that committee. But you know what his problem is? He didn't wear a United States flag swimsuit in an expose running for office. I think that's why he didn't get it.
Right. So Tim would have really caused some damage if they gave him the authority, and that's something they didn't want. So they made sure it didn't happen. And that's one of the reasons I believe that they put her in, because they don't consider her to be a threat. Yeah. And they so far have been right. So that's the problem.
Yeah.
This is a big shit show.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just something that is never ending, and something that seems to be only about the drama, not about disclosure.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate.
It's a mess.
You know, this is this is not something that should be going on right now. But it is. And it's a shit show.
Oh, but it's our shit show. We got to be proud of it.
Yeah.
Talking about shit shows. Are you ready for the next one?
Oh, please.
Oh, this gets good. Ross Coulthart had Michael Battista on recently. He's one of the psionics guys from Skywatchers.
Yeah, he is.
And he brought forth some videos of aliens.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, it's, Dorothy Izett, who shot videos of aliens back in the day on her, we're talking like back in the 70s. She had a Super 8 camera, right?
Mm-hmm.
She had better footage.
Well, that was before AI, so I would imagine she did.
It was pretty wild stuff that she got back then, but let's get into it. All right, we've got a clip. I am going to put this on loop because it is so good. We're going to watch it multiple times. So apparently this is a UFO that's on the ground, and there's an alien walking across in the background. But from what I understand, Mike, this has been AI enhanced, so it's not the original image of what you saw.
Right.
So that white thing that's going in the background and spreading out, apparently that is the alien.
Is it? I couldn't tell.
It looks like a flashing light, even more.
It does. A reflection.
It was recorded, but okay, this is recorded on an iPhone 6. You know how old the iPhone 6 is? I've got one here. I haven't turned it on in years. So this video has got to be like we're on the iPhone 17 now?
Yeah, 17.
So you're talking 10 years. This video is from 10. Okay, so Skywatcher hasn't had anything else of seeing aliens and everything. This reminds me of the videos of Bijou.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, the video of Bijou was clearer than this.
It was. Why the hell are they playing cheesy music with this video?
Are they playing cheesy music? I can't hear it, so let me turn it down. There we go.
I'm hearing something.
Okay, it's off now. Yeah. And this is the better one. I've got some other ones here we can possibly go ahead and look at from the actual piece. Daryl Zernick, your hand is up, my friend.
Yeah, I was just going to say that you can see like something, there's legs, right? You see that, right? Of this in the shadows of, see that?
Okay.
It's hard to tell, Daryl, to be honest with you.
I think what we're dealing with here is pareidolia.
Yeah.
Meaning we're trying to see something, but is there really something? Okay, there you go. You got one light up going all the way to the ground. And that's not the alien head and everything showing up right here. It's just something that's just interesting.
Looks like a camera outside of us.
Michael Sokoloff, your hands up. And here's another shot we've got that was from the actual podcast over on Reality Check. It's like really low characters, almost reminds me of something out of Roblox or like Minecraft.
Oh, yeah.
This is ridiculous. You might as well have published a picture of an ink blot. You can't make anything out at all. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah. I have to agree, Mike. But it's something that's out there. There are a lot of people talking on it. There are a lot of people who are jumping onto the bandwagon with Ross Coulthart. But a lot of people said, unsubscribe. I've heard your other stuff before. This is just top of the cake. I'm done with it.
Yeah.
But this does kind of look like it'd be a knight in shining armor, and that's his shield maybe holding up. I don't know.
It's like a Rorschach test, the ink blot. Michael is correct.
Yeah. Daryl?
Did you listen to the interview of this guy?
I heard Ross Coulthart gasping and saying, "Oh my God, yeah." He was really into it.
No. He was saying that the UFO. He had asked the UFO if you're real, land on the ground, and it landed on the ground. And then this is in his head, right? Is the way he tells the story, and that it was basically bringing things up from his own mind in images.
Now, this one is supposedly a humanoid in a purple metallic suit standing on top of a UFO. Okay. Maybe. You're staring hard, Daryl. Do you see it?
I watched the. Sorry, I didn't know it was still on me. Honestly, no. I was just. No, I'm just hearkening back to what this guy was talking about. It's a long interview, if I remember correctly. I probably fell asleep watching it, but I remember watching this part where he's talking about it. And you know, this guy is a little bit. He was a Green Beret. And the whole time I'm watching this video, I'm like, is this guy in his basement? It sounds like he's in his basement. And I don't know. It was just, there's something, it's just something strange
something off
about the whole thing, honestly. Yeah.
I kind of go along with this one where you're trying to look at it and figure, what the hell am I actually looking at here? Okay. We don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, it can't really make anything out.
Not that we don't want disclosure, we do, but my God, this is like, again, let me see if I can find some of the videos of Dorothy Isaac over on YouTube. Yes, a second, see what I can find here. Come on, YouTube.
We're not against disclosure, but that being said, we will not misrepresent or deceive the audience with bullshit that's out there, and we're going to call it out like we see it. So we're going to help guide everybody to what's accurate and what isn't. It's what we do here.
Oh, what? Yeah. We have to, Mike.
I know, because people tend to sometimes drink the Kool-Aid out of hope and desperation, and they go down really bad rabbit holes that doesn't lead anywhere. That's why you and I do it. I know.
We try to. We try to guide our audience and everything else out there. We'll sift through the bullshit and see where it goes, but just sometimes I thought we're beyond all these really bad videos.
Well, we would hope so. But we're obviously not quite there yet, unfortunately.
Well, maybe eventually.
It looks to me like anybody who's covering this with that type of quality of the video is really scraping the bottom of the barrel. And if they're doing that, it's probably because they don't have anything else.
Yeah. Well, it comes to us sometimes, but, hey, jumping back into it, look at this. Remember Ivan Hanel? He's Lou Elizondo's attorney, Mike. He's been on our show many times in the past.
Many times, yeah.
Many times. He's a great gentleman, so honest, so open to talk about disclosure. What's he saying? Okay, a year of UAPDA setbacks raises the question, is it time for a new approach?
Yeah, you would think.
The UAP Registration Act, UAPRA, offers a clear, enforceable framework to regulate a growing industry, protecting national security and promoting transparency. The community deserves a plan that works. Yes, that is true. And yeah, the UAP Disclosure Act is failed again. But again, that's something that we anticipated here a long time ago, unfortunately.
Yeah. He makes good points about fool me once.
Yeah.
And fool me twice, and now it's for a third time.
Right. Now, as Christopher Sharp from the Liberation Times would say, if that holds, it would mark a third consecutive year the measure fails to be meaningful implemented. Don't you think they would have gotten a fucking clue the first year it failed or the second year it failed? Why the hell, Mike, would they be so stubborn not to go ahead and just scratch it and come up with something smaller, consumable bites of disclosure rather than jam this horse pill down someone's throat and it's not working?
Because it's obvious that the forces that be within Congress have been trying to shoot this down since it began, since its inception.
Clearly, they did not order poppers for everyone in Congress so they could easily swallow this with a smile on their face.
Right. But since this has failed for a third time running, I don't think there's going to be a fourth time. There's no way.
It's dead.
Right. Yeah.
It's dead, Jim. But that's impossible.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They really screwed the pooch with this.
I know. Oh, let's see what Dave Smethurst has to say. I'm sure he's got a book to write here. It's worth noting that all this activity from Kirkpatrick and his erstwhile deputy Tim Phillips in the Wall Street Journal articles, etc., started when the UAPDA Act was trying to get passed. Don't blame it on the people, the schmucks that are out there, Mike. There's always going to be trolls who are going to push back against it. I don't think majority of the people in Congress even know who the fuck Kirkpatrick is. It's obvious that the big thing they fear is once a classification is out of their hands and the oversight game is up, guess what, Mike? They don't have any oversight at all on this, do they? Congress has nothing. Senate has nothing. And it's not even the Gang of Eight. If anything, it's the Gang of Four. And they're just CC'd, but they have no stake in the game, right?
There's not a damn thing they can do about it. What is the function of Congress? To hold the purse strings to the money, right? The funding. But we found out, and it's public at this point, that all of the black projects, the black programs, are self-funded.
Yeah.
All that missing Pentagon money from the Department of Defense is unaccountable every year running for over 60% of the money they receive, which is nearly $1 trillion every year.
Yeah.
So they don't need Congress for the money. They have it already. So no oversight.
Yeah.
Congress is completely unable to...
Might take this for about 30 seconds. I'll be right back. Go ahead.
So Congress has no real power. They're unable to force the issue, change anything. And the key things that are in the way are the National Security Act of 1947, which classifies everything under the sun and does not allow Congress to have any influence on that whatsoever. So as a result of that, nothing gets done, nothing moves forward, and the secret remains a secret like it has for over the past 80 years and counting, and will continue until something changes. Now, when the current president was running during his campaign, he was talking about potentially being the disclosure president. He was going to bring the truth out, empty out the deep state. But when he took office, we got the exact opposite of that. So if we don't have the White House that's looking for the truth to come out, there isn't a damn thing that Congress can do to force that issue against the executive branch.
Not at all.
No. Now, they also run up against classifications for the need to know.
Right.
But like you and I talked about on previous shows, they were made aware of this particular issue that's an obstacle for Congress back in 1968. And they haven't done a damn thing in over 50 years to fix or address that issue. It stays the same, but they complain that they don't have access to anything. Well, if you're not happy about it, then why don't you fucking do something to fix that problem?
Why don't they talk about it? Why didn't Mike Rounds get out there and talk about it on the floor? Why didn't he do lobbying against with the other people in Congress? Try and get support. It seems like, they're trying to blame it on Congress and say that's why they've knobbed it every time it's come up. And it looks like they have done so again. Well, the people who are actually put it out this time Senator Mike Rounds, Senator crying Chuck Schumer, and Senator Kirsten Gillibrand, right? Two lefts and a right doesn't make something that's going to pass. They didn't do the necessary job they needed to in order to get this thing passed and get a majority of people who are going to make it happen. But wait a minute. I think that's usually the job of the lobbyists, which would mean that, Mike, I'm going to say it, but I'll probably hate myself in the morning, but I'll say it anyway. I would probably have to say Lou Jimenez in his big phone home that he was doing a while ago probably would have been more successful at getting this thing passed than the schmucks at the UAP Disclosure Fund. What are your thoughts?
Well,
that was a real grassroots operation back in the day, and it seems like there's been all this kind of hype on X, but there hasn't been a lot of action getting people together to make something happen like an event.
The problem is Congress's hands are tied. The military industrial complex, the executive branch, the intelligence communities, they hold all the power and all the strings. So there's nothing that Congress can do to change that unless they start doing the only thing they can do, and that is creating new legislation that forces the executive branch and the White House to declassify a lot of the information they've been keeping secret. But they haven't done that either.
Yeah. Now, what short-sightedness of Dave Smethurst says, for me, the whole game is about passing the UAPDA, and they have a Congress bursting with stubborn staffers and lawmakers who will do their biddings on this. Well, it's about making it understandable, making it palatable, reducing the size and scale of it, and doing it over a number of years. But they want to get it all through at once. Well, guess what? 3 strikes, you're out. They're done. It's dead.
Yeah, and again, in that last passage of this post, he says the whole game is about passing the UAPDA. And they have a Congress bursting with stubborn staffers, I believe is what he's trying to say. Let the T off. Stubborn staffers and lawmakers who will do their bidding on this. Okay, so if that's the problem that Congress is up against, first order of business, you have staffers who are unelected officials in Congress that are blocking, without any real power on their own, any type of legislation or any type of oversight. Call them out. Yeah. Reach out to people like Matt Laslo.
Hey, Mike, I'm going to say this right now. Those staffers are working at the behest of the senators or representatives who are dealing with it. They're doing what they've been told to do, so we can blame it on the staffers. But that's like going to McDonald's and getting shitty service and blaming everything on the cashier. It's not the cashier that's running the problem. It's the fucking manager. Remember the song, Who's Your Manager?
Right.
That's the problem we're dealing with.
Oh, it is. And Luna is complaining up a storm about this, but she has, as of yet, to release or publicly state any of these people's names.
Nope.
The staffers, the elected officials that they're working under,
not
the offices. Nope, not a word. Now, if I was to look into my crystal ball, it wouldn't take much to come up with the names of Mike Johnson, Speaker of the House, James Comer, the chair of the House Oversight Committee, and Mike Rogers from the House Armed Services Committee. Yeah. These people do not want disclosure.
No, they don't. But
for years now.
Arthur, not that Arthur, but a different Arthur out there, we need to bring this up, has an interesting tweet on his own. I think this means they're going to force catastrophic disclosure by their inaction. Yes, that's exactly what we need. We don't need this controlled disclosure bullshit that comes from people who are former members of the intelligence community. They're also former members of the military, and they currently hold positions at Lockheed Martin. Potentially, and other aerospace companies, which means they are setting themselves up and their family and whatever for profit. That's where catastrophic disclosure was heading, to go ahead and help those in special areas to go ahead and move into the area of profit. Right, Mocha? Yeah.
That is correct. They need to either bring information out and not have waiting to go through proper channels and let the public know exactly what the hell is going on, and then get support from said public behind these officials who are bringing the truth out. And the only one so far who has publicly spoken out about any of this has been Representative Tim Burchett from Tennessee. Nobody else. And he has gotten very quiet lately, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But until something breaks, unless something happens, we're stuck in the same boat that we've been in for 80 years and counting right now.
Yeah.
Nothing is going to change. So what that would mean is the theory that you and I put out there about if there isn't any movement on disclosure, the only thing left is going to be drama, like a daytime soap opera. It seems to be that's what we're going to be getting.
Yeah. Now, apparently, Mike, there is a new legislation that's out there at this point called the UAP Registration Act.
Yeah,
it's the first I've heard about it today. There's a long, deep dive we're going to have to go into on another episode.
Yes, we will. But that's not going to pass either.
Oh, hell no. Not this year, not at this juncture.
Oh, no. And God help them if they want to lump the Epstein files in with that legislation or any whistleblower protections. It's going to shoot it right down.
Yeah.
Right. It's just a big shit show, all of this.
And as we've been calling it many times, at least some of our viewers have, we're talking, Mike, about the old Lucy and the football.
Oh, yeah.
Every time you think you're going to get disclosure, they pull it away.
Right. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're going to pass new legislation that's going to force the government's hand to reveal the truth.
Yeah. Oh,
but that never passes.
No, it doesn't.
We're going to give you a UAP hearing. You're not going to get anything out of that. So
we never do.
Yeah, they keep... No.
But Tom Whitmore does have his hand up, Mike.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's hear from him. And also, I think Jay Albertson had his hand up earlier.
Okay. Let's do it.
Can you hear me?
Perfectly, my friend. Go ahead.
How are you?
I think the Congress only undertakes, deliberate, sincere investigations when they can gain political advantage. And recent examples are January 6th and the Russiagate thing. Watergate was all about getting Nixon out of office. The Democrats saw a chance to get him out of office. So I don't think they're going to undertake any really serious investigation with subpoenas and and a special counsel and all this stuff unless they think they gain some political advantage by that.
Janet, but if you remember back in the day when Watergate was going on,
Tom accidentally dropped out. I think he may have accidentally hit the leave button instead of turning off his mic. But go ahead, Mike. Here he is. He's back.
What I was going to say is he in the back yet?
He's back now. Go ahead.
All right, Tom. So what I was saying was that they didn't get Nixon out of office because of the Watergate break-in. What they did is they also were charging him criminally for tax evasion. He failed to pay his taxes for a number of years. And when they were threatening him with criminal prosecution, that's when he came up with his resignation. So that's what got him out of office. It was his own mistakes that cost him the presidency.
You may be right, but I adhere to the theory that the Democrats wanted him out of office, and the Watergate provided him an avenue to do that.
Okay, but Watergate was a big disaster in itself.
Hey, Tom, just so you know, you may have accidentally turned your camera on. Yeah.
I accidentally hung up on you guys.
No, that's okay.
Okay.
We waited for you.
Okay, thank you.
We knew you'd be back. Yeah, our pleasure. We're happy that you joined us.
The national security laws would have to be changed for us to get any real disclosure that way. And if they were changed and the executive thought that they were being forced to disclose what they don't want to disclose, they would just destroy the files. They do that all the time.
That's a very good point. You're right. They've been doing that for decades. Anything they don't like, they don't just bury it. They get rid of it. But no one can find it. So, yeah, we would still be up against the battle of them destroying everything. First chance they got. If Congress was able to legislate anything that would force their hand. You're right about that. It's a good point.
The only time they disclose something is if they need money. You know, the executive goes to Congress and we need 20 more B-2 bombers, you know, so they give Congress whatever information they want and then to get the money.
But they are always, every year, unable to completely account for that money. At least 60% of it goes missing each and every year.
Yeah, they failed their audit. They failed their audit like for the last 11 years or so, Mike. I think, if not longer.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy. If a private company did that, they would end up in jail fast.
Yeah,
I know.
No,
So
there is a CFO of the Pentagon. So hold him liable.
Yeah,
but then again, CEO, when corporations do bad things, remember the United States is a corporation, and when corporate leaders do bad things, they don't go to jail, luckily. Gene Stickel, though.
It's called deferred prosecution, Thomas. Yep. And they make deals like that all the time when they get caught with their hands in the cookie jar. Private companies. They pay the fine, and then they don't get prosecuted.
Yep.
Go ahead, Gene.
Yeah, I wanted to ask, what do you both think about Luna's comments and statements about working with or talking to Russia? You know, they've traditionally had a little bit more of an actually open discussion, as Knapp testified to. They had the world's largest program. You know, do you think she's savvy enough to try and see if she gets something from them that forces something out of the Pentagon, or do you think it's a lot of high hopes?
I think she's blowing smoke up the public's ass. Yeah. The obstacles that I could see in her way directly at this point, Gene, is the fact that we're in a big proxy war with us and Russia over Ukraine. I don't think that they are going to enter into any type of diplomatic negotiations or agreements with members of Congress or the United States until that is resolved. And that doesn't look like it's getting resolved anytime soon. So when she makes these claims, which she's known for doing, biting off more than she can chew and overstating the simple facts, it's like Matt Laslo has pointed out, it's cause for concern, and it's not credible. The next thing is she has made statements in the past about how she is going to be announcing more information about her reaching out to Russian officials and working together with Congress on this topic. But if you remember at the live hearing that we covered here on the show, the entire time she never once gave any further additional information on reaching out to members of the Russian military or government, and didn't follow up on that. And probably the reason why she went blank on it was because there was nothing that she had to offer or contribute along those lines. She didn't have anything. At least that's my opinion and how I see it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's obviously going to be a quid pro quo, and that's, you know, sort of my question. She doesn't seem to have anything to offer them. So why are they going to, you know, give up anything that they had in the first place? And yeah, it just seemed like a very committed but weird statement to make, as though she'd be able to move forward with it.
It sounded like more like wishful thinking on her part. Well, now, if she wanted real information out of Russia, all she had to do was pick up your book, Gene, Engineering Infinity, from your father-in-law and the work he did over there in the Soviet Union on reverse engineering of UAP. They would get the information that they're looking for, but she didn't do that either.
No, I continue to bark up that tree. I posted today on X one of a little more in-depth research into the probably the most significant direct connection between that body of work and a U.S. program. And
was there like 5 points you were talking about that aligned with?
So I have what it is. So I have 52 scientific domains out of my father-in-law's work. And then within each one of those domains, each one matches with a different degree of certainty to U.S. government programs. So the most specific one was the NASA MAPEX program around magnetohydrodynamic systems. And that's actually a 100% match. That's the strongest. And then they go as low as 76%. So... in government terms, that's pretty good, but just screaming into the void, Thomas, still.
I hear you. Well, hopefully someone will hear you soon, my friend. That's what we hope for. Another little tidbit coming off of X today. It seems where most of the things of disclosure are happening these days. Matthew Brown, he was the whistleblower that came forward last year. Should have been part of the hearing, but he was cut out from it. Yeah.
He should have been.
He said Matthew Brown indicated at the beginning of this year, we were expecting a big disclosure push. Remember, we were told to strap in. And I said, be careful, friends, because if they're telling you to strap in, you might be getting a strap on. Grab your ankles.
Right. Yep.
And that's exactly what we got. Big promises, not so much of a delivery. Many of us geared up for a huge shift. And I did warn our audience. Oh, where's the sound effect that goes along with that?
Oh, a bullshit artist.
Followed by our government always saying,
we ain't found shit.
Right.
Something happened and disclosure has seemingly been halted. For now. Okay, what is it? We take one step forward, we go 2 steps back. We take 2 steps forward, we get 1 step back. We're always winding up in the same place, if not a little bit farther from our goal on a regular basis, and nobody's picking it up. No one's, we're trying to say, oh, we got this new information, these new things, but you have to look at public sentiment and everything where we were back in 2021, Mike. Night and day compared to where we're at right now, and that's the sad part.
Which is why people are frustrated that have been following along on this subject.
That's why so many people who are just all gung-ho for what's going on, some of them have turned into full-on debunkers and going against what's going on because their ass got burned so much and they can't deal with it. Us, we just got wiser and brushed off our shoulders, got ourselves up, dusted ourselves off, and we keep on going at it because
we stick to our guns and keep moving.
Yeah, either that or we're fucking crazy.
Yeah, well, we're not crazy.
I know, I'm just joking.
No, I got it.
Oh, yeah.
But we just keep pushing on ahead, and hopefully something will break loose at one point.
And Matthew did follow up with that one and said, once is happenstance, twice is coincidence, the third time it's enemy action.
Yeah, he's right.
Yeah. Ian Fleming, the guy who Mr. James Bond himself.
That's true.
Yeah.
So he would know about intelligence.
You would think a little bit, maybe?
Yeah, just a little bit, but enough to point out what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Tom Clancy actually used Colonel John Alexander as a regular sounding board and person for information. That's why Tom Clancy wrote the intro to some of John's books. A lot of people don't know about that, but yeah.
No, right. No, you're right. And Tom Clancy, all of his books focus around the inner workings of government.
Yeah.
Very, very thoughtful. He even got into trouble once or twice because they wanted to know how did he get access to certain information that's not public.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's just some of those things that just go on that never stop. And it just keeps on going on. It's like a bad show on YouTube, but you're homesick in bed, or you're old and you're sick and you can't move around. You just go back and you watch it every single day to see what happens next, even though it's like totally unbelievable. It's Mr. Magic
Potato.
Potato.
It 1,000 times. Yeah.
Mr. Magic Potato is still going on here with this alien. life form that he's got. And I don't know if the tweets were faked, but I saw even Dr. Beatrice maybe had been reaching out to the guy. She's interested in connecting. I hope it was a fake.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Yeah.
I'll have to have a talk with her.
Yeah, just reach out and say, hey, was this you? Oh, this is the part where the camera leaves the scene as something happens to the leaf and you come back and you see it. It's just, okay, hold on. Turn off the audio. Let's go. Okay, here comes the leaves. You talked about the leaves before, Mike. Now, hold on. Is it me, or is that just a lot brighter of a potato now, like it got a fresh coat of paint?
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Same camera, it looks like, same cell phone. Okay, so now there it is. Okay, you've got the thing going on. Move the camera away as you move the leaf. Bring it back. Show the stuff of what's happening. Okay, apparently it must be really hot. Notice he doesn't try. Does he try and pick it up now? I don't know. Okay, so he's gotten it hot and he's learned how to burn leaves. But supposedly, there he goes. Okay. There you go. So there's a cut there.
An obvious one.
Oh, yeah. It could be from the person who's doing the video and everything, but apparently it likes his touch. But remember, it's not the rock that's important. It's the life form that's living on this rock. Now he's trying to say that he's going and trying to use a Sawzall, I think that is, on it, and try and file it down a bit, right?
Uh-huh.
But you would actually hold it and go like this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not like that.
No.
Thank God. Is it playing back faster? Yeah. Playback speed. Let's go to 2x. Oh, Mike. Where is this community going with? We don't have all these things going on, and now we've got, well, playback speed.
We covered that video in Panama recently.
Well, this is from Panama, Mike. It's the video everyone keeps on going. It's like a mini series. Come on, it's growing. Now he's got it in separate bottles. We saw that one. But wait, it's gotten bigger. Okay. Let's get to it. Oh, there it's like the Audrey 2. Well, it was a lot bigger there. Next to his bed, potentially. As we get into it, there we go.
Right. It's a chemical reaction.
Yeah.
This video has been debunked. We covered that.
I know, but, it's still going on. And some of the latest videos I've seen of this thing, it's down in a refrigerator. It's getting huge.
Yeah, okay. He also claims that it destroys and digests biological material, but he keeps holding it in his hand.
Oh, here it is. Here's the latest. Oh, God, don't need that music on there. No. He's got it now in a refrigerator, in a freezer box in his kitchen, and it has grown substantially bigger in size.
Yeah, this is an awful video.
Well, he's getting a huge audience of people. Feed me. Yeah, that's right. See more? Yeah. It's getting bigger. When will he start, throwing in small animals? Michael Sokoloff, your hands up, my friend.
I wonder how much he paid for the silicone tube for the to add to this thing. The black silicone that you use for That's exactly what it probably is.
Oh my God, Mike, I've realized
Oh my God, Mike, I've realized
who's echoing. All right. Thank you, Daryl. As we're watching this, I have to say, Mike, this is the first conclusive video we have seen of an alien life form twerking.
Oh God, yeah.
Daryl, your hand is up, my friend.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. At some point, doesn't like the local humane society have to come by this guy's house and check out what he's got in his freezer box?
Supposedly, he's got messages from NASA for him to go to the local U.S. embassy and bring his stuff with him.
Something's wrong with that. I think it usually goes in reverse. NASA shows up at your door and says, "Let me see this stuff," before they say, "We're going to invite you to come bring your toy." Somewhere. So,
definitely.
Toy is the right word, Daryl. That looks like an adult sex toy.
It's something.
Part of the Avi Lube line.
Yeah. That would make sense.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Mike. I can't wait to see what the next episode of South Park is going to be like. Oh my God!
You mean after Trump got Satan pregnant? Yeah, it's hard to top that.
Oh well, they're going to pull in the current stuff that's just going on, and it's just going to escalate. Good.
Can I say something there?
Yeah.
I am 100% on your team on this, Thomas. I said it to some other people. I watched a couple of those Kash Patel Senate hearings, and I'm like, oh my God, please tell me that South Park makes a Kash Patel character.
Oh, that'd be great.
Oh, they will.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I had no idea that this season of the Trump show would be so intense.
I hope for their sake they don't touch base on anything directly to do with the assassination. Because if they do,
trust me, they'll go to the part of the late night shows hosts. They'll go there. They'll go there completely.
They'll be gone if they do that. They better leave that topic alone.
Oh, they probably will. There was actually something I saw Johnny Carson talking about this. He said when national things happen, it's politics, whatever it is, he would stay out of it because then it makes it away from him and the show and everything, was to turn it into about him and his views and how he would go after and attack people. And that's one thing he would never do.
Right, because if it's a political issue, it wouldn't matter what side he would take. He would automatically lose half his audience, and he knew that. So it's better to stay the fuck out of it.
Oh, yeah. Laura, your hand's up, my dear lady.
Yeah, talking about South Park, I read that the latest episode that was supposed to air on the 17th, they actually pulled back. So I suspect it was something that was not... and they're claiming that, it's because the creators didn't finish in time. How long has this been on the air? Come on. That's a nice excuse for saying, oops, we better step back and look at what we put out here because it's going to incite more violence and problems.
And potentially just, more than anything, it's pissing off advertisers. And we don't need another Bud Light moment or another cancel thing happen. Let's just get back to life.
They're cleaning it up, and they're probably going to come out with it on September 24th now. Just saying.
Another week.
Yeah.
Or there's some things that came out that just changed their card altogether, and they had to rewrite part of it and add some certain things in because they only get to do 26 episodes this season.
Mm-hmm. Just thought I'd bring that up.
Which means one new episode every other week for a whole year.
That's what we're getting. Yeah.
Gotta be fantastic. Yeah, Geraldine. Yeah, I love this stuff. I'm from the center, but you just look at the stuff and the humor that goes into it.
Oh, it's pretty funny.
That whole interaction between Patel and Shifty Schiff was pure political porn. I mean, there's no other way to describe it.
But well deserved. Someone finally got to say something.
Yeah, and it's the same bullshit rhetoric that we keep hearing. It does. The story doesn't change.
Oh yeah, it doesn't change at all. Here we go. Here's a little clip, Mike. I think this should play for everyone.
This is a news super alert.
Yep.
Oh.
They're calling the bullshit out like we do.
All right. This clip is 4 seconds. I can play this. this is like you had all these little girls who are doing this chanting and stuff from their little boo-boo dolls, whatever it is they got from China. And this opened up a demon portal, and who pops out of the portal?
J.D. Vance, right? Oh, that was it.
Oh, that was Trump. It's good likeness to him. It works well.
Yeah,
and I like what he's been. Let's not get there, but you got to laugh at it from both sides of the fence. That's what we do. Yeah,
we're serious about not being serious here on the
because
show.
serious, my God, what the hell? What the hell is this hot mess? I guess there's legs and a body, and I don't know. James, your hand is up. Rescue us, my friend. Let's see.
Howdy. Yeah, that's a plasmoid. No, seriously, no. I'd like to. I'm a little bit slow on the uptick, but I had a revelation going several minutes back to what Gene was saying about his father-in-law's Soviet UFO files, and it's interesting because that scientist Valeris talks about consciousness interfacing and controlling the craft and changing the material of the craft. And the reason why I bring that up is I'm actually investigating a case right now. Won't give away any of the particulars, but there is someone that is getting a sense of awareness or consciousness from something that appears to be a plasma, but it keeps changing shapes. And the reason why I had sort of a revelation was that kind of touches on what Gene's father-in-law was writing about in his science journal for reverse engineering the craft, that consciousness actually controls and changes the composition of that craft. I thought that was just something interesting to mention for a sec.
Mike?
Good point, Jay. Yeah. No, you're right. I've gone over those documents. Yeah, you make a very good point. Consciousness plays a key part in this, and so far scientific research has been making a connection with consciousness and quantum entanglement. So there's a there. So it's a good point, Jim. You're right.
Well, Mike, it's interesting how you picked up on the quantum entanglement, which, as all of us know, Representative Luna is an expert in not only that, but quantum physics.
Oh, God help us. Yeah.
I'm glad that was a joke.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think.
Yeah, it's interesting that you picked up about the entanglement. So cool. I'm good.
Yep. I did. Well, listen, being good friends with Gene, it rubs off that stuff. So.
Well, and I'll just add, Thomas, to the video from last night. When I watched that interview, and for a while I was confused about the idea that telepathically the gentleman was told to put the dog away, and then the rest of the evening seemed to delve into intergalactic charades of symbols of mantis-shaped creatures holding heads up that led to some rock art formation somewhere out there in the West, and all the rest. And in trying to get my head around it, and trying to be kinder to people with information and evidence that we couldn't quite decipher, I sort of landed on that as well. Well, maybe this is part of that consciousness journey that we're all supposed to be making, and maybe that video is attempts at communicating that we just don't quite understand, and that's how I was able to get to sleep last night after watching that.
Makes sense, Gene. Yeah.
It helped me sleep, Mike.
Oh, I hear you. Whatever works.
That's true, my friend.
Yeah. No, listen, the information from your father-in-law that's over 40 years old is solid information. with schematics, diagrams, mathematics. It's the closest that the public has ever gotten to any actual research on this topic. Not from our government, from Russia, but it really doesn't matter at this point where it comes from, as long as we have access to it. And you did a hell of a job in making sure that we do. Hats off to you, Gene.
Well, thank you. Like I said, hopefully it pans out and somebody can take it somewhere.
I'm just stupefied that it wasn't noticed when Gene published it in his book back in November. I'm just still dumbfounded. It's right there, for God's sakes. Like Gene's always saying, what do you want the alien to fly down in a ship and hand it to you?
Yeah. Listen, we covered the press conference that you and Gene did when it came out. So we've been aware of the information and the work that was done. It's good work then, and it's good work now, and that's not going to change. We'll see, hopefully, if it leads somewhere that people can wrap their heads around. So we're on the right path. But so far, Congress has done nothing but fuck everything up every step of the way. And now we have a soap opera going on between the press and certain members of Congress. So it's become an even bigger shit show than it's been.
Yeah, it has.
Right, Thomas?
Oh, it is, and it's just going to get worse. Little fun fact, Mike, just bringing up, just going through the tweets, what I've got here. Did you know that E.T. in the movie was actually played by a 12-year-old boy in a suit?
I did not know that.
Neither did I. And that's actually E.T. today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That must have been a really short 12-year-old.
Well, no, he doesn't have any lower legs. He's disabled.
The actual actor?
The actual actor who, it's on the screen right now if you take a look.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking. Holy shit. Wow.
Yeah. I had no idea.
I had no idea either.
Neither did I.
That's very interesting.
Oh, yeah. So you learn interesting facts every single day. Is there anything else they have in there now? Where's the actor now? Someone asked Rock, of course. Matthew Dermott, who played E.T. in the suit, is now a theater director, educator, and artist based in California. He focuses on using theater for empathy and equity through Convergence Theater Company. He appeared at Pasadena Comic-Con in May 2025 and occasionally joins ET-related events.
Oh, he's keeping busy. Good for him.
I had no idea. I saw this today, and it was like one of those things you see, and it's just like, no, really? Oh, yeah, it is.
If it was a trivia question, I would have blown that.
Oh,
I had
same
no
here.
idea either.
Because there was a little guy who drove R2-D2.
Oh, that I knew. Kenny Baker. I remember.
Exactly. Anything else that we're missing? Yeah, one last thing. Why not? There was an interesting conjunction of the moon, some planets and stars. Just want to go ahead and bring that up as one of the last things to show here tonight. Where are we at, Mike? Let's get to it right now. There we go. Gave some interesting sights out there of what's been happening in the world. There's so many times with things going on, you don't necessarily get the chance to go outside and look up at some of the times when you do. This is probably an early morning shot. Reminds me when I'm driving to work in the morning, it's still dark outside, and you still get actually a bit more dark than this. This is just a great shot of the conjunction going on.
Nice.
Oh, God, yeah. You see stuff like this, and it's just, again, you got to go outside and look up, folks. There's a lot of things going up there on a regular basis, different times of the day. Mike, we've gotten so used to just going ahead and looking down at our phones that we forget about everything.
What could be directly in front of us or above us?
Oh, yeah.
It's a good point. You're absolutely right. Syrup has his hand up before we close
Syrup, and then Daryl. Go ahead, guys.
Syrup. Take the mute button off.
Daryl, go ahead.
All right,
take
Daryl,
it.
Go ahead.
So I don't know if this I'm sure it's not breaking news. You may have covered it, but just to throw it out there, fun fact that the Skinwalker Ranch people are hosting cruise to the Bermuda Triangle. That's a for real thing. I don't know if you knew that, but yeah, for $500 as a single person, you can go on the cruise and attend all the different events on the boat. $880 for a couple.
Nice.
I think it leaves out of Miami. I think they may stop in St. Martin and a couple other places. But yeah, trip to the Bermuda Triangle with the people from Skinwalker Ranch.
It's the people who go along is the speakers and stuff. If they can each get enough people to come along, they actually get to go for free then. So good for them. Hopefully they'll enjoy their vacation.
Yeah. I actually want to go just to see all the other people that go.
Exactly. People watching. That's what it's about. If we could, Mike, we've got one last thing. My gosh, it is a breaking UFOs alert. Why I didn't see this earlier? Well, I didn't go far enough in my data feed. Let's go ahead and get into this really quick. Where am I at? Video full. So Scoop, UFO investigation heats up. Caucus is penning demand letters vetting whistleblowers. We've got actually coming from Ask-A-Pol, Mr. Matt Laslo. He actually has a 1-minute quick interview on video. It seems to be a new thing with Matt, talking with Representative Burleson. I think we should be able to hear this one. Let's see where it goes.
You're telling me the interrogatories?
Yeah.
What's up with that? Are they coming?
The letters were dropped. There's a whole story there.
And at a whole bunch of different agencies?
We sent it to like 4 different, with 2 agencies and 2 private companies.
Interesting.
And so they ended up, the committee staff ended up dropping a lot of the specific requests that we had put in there that David Rush specifically wrote.
Interesting.
They dropped a lot of it and just made a generic request. And
that was oversight staff?
But, their view was that it positions them for, it positions them better legally for getting the information, and if they have to subpoena it.
Interesting.
By making it more generic in the first attempt.
Did you put a dateline, like when you want a response by?
I think so, but I don't remember.
Are you expecting it in the coming weeks? Or?
We'll see. I don't know.
I'll be watching.
Hold on a second. Wait, Mike. I have to bring this up. That pose of Representative Eric Burleson really matches a high-resolution version picture if I got that alien standing by a ship.
Look at that.
Could it be the same person? I don't know, but... Sorry, I saw this. I had to go ahead and bring it up. Yeah, we're covering the last parts of the show. But yeah, interesting that Matt Laslo was able to go ahead and connect with Representative Eric Burleson, but he can't get words out of Annapolina Luna, and she's given him a tough shoulder.
She has. But interestingly enough, since we're on that topic, he responded to her. And he told her that the whistleblowers with direct firsthand knowledge, they are blowing up his inbox. They're reaching out to the press, not her. So it means that they don't find her credible or trustworthy or Congress, but they can trust the members of the press. So he made that point to her, and she wasn't really happy to hear him say that to her. But he did. And I believe him. I believe people have been reaching out, because if they can't go through Congress or normal channels, the only thing left for them to do is reach out to members of the press, and we will work with them to get their truth and their story told to the public, and they know it. So that's interesting. And Syrup came back, so his hand is up again.
Syrup, take it out, my friend. What say you?
Oh, I had nothing about this particular topic you're covering. I was just curious, did you see the recent pictures they uploaded to the National Archives of the Roswell crash?
I think they were showing a map or a picture of the area where the crash was supposedly taking place.
Balloon, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there was a big impact crater zone.
Right, but some of the things that they... Sir, pause yourself when you're not speaking, because it's getting bad echo, but coming back. Thank you very much. basically there are caveats with the National Archives and some of the stuff that's being uploaded, that it could be images or representations and not actual photos or videos of what is actually being described. More like trying to say they put stuff together that may or may not be, included in what may not be accurate. But I did get, God, where's that at? Yeah, there were some, this is, okay, coming from Think Tank. Let's see if I can go ahead and bring this up real quick. All right, so this is one of the shots of what potentially the Roswell craft looked like, more like a manta than it does like a regular flying saucer. And then based on that, there are some pictures. This is a picture of the crash site of potentially what they saw. And then you've kind of got, if you want to look at it, if this is the crash, there's parts of the actual craft that are here. And I think there was a couple things to where they were saying there were like, potential dead aliens and stuff in the shots itself. Yeah, this is coming from Jeff over on X. Thanks for sending this across. Get to the bottom of it. No, not that one. That's another close-up of it. Trying to find the one where they I'd seen it where there was potential shots of dead aliens within it. Let me see if I can bring this one down really quick and see if I can find it. Well, wait a second, though. Whoa, wait a second. Hold on. If this is the craft that crashed with Roswell that everyone's looking at, right? This isn't from the Potato Boy. This is from Roswell, I think. And they're showing where the craft is potentially, and this is the front of the craft, and there's like a alien body around in here somewhere. That's grass. This is like
That's a red flag, huh? That's a red flag. There's grass, huh?
That looks like grass. Like literally like grass. Like what you're looking at is something a lot smaller. When you start looking at all the plants and everything that are going around it, this has got to be from Potato Boy. No, but I think this is the Roswell stuff that people have been.
Yeah, it looks like they colored enhanced it to like show you.
It is the Roswell stuff, but it's certainly not showing much of anything.
No, but what I'm seeing at the top of the picture, Mike, is literally, if they colored it in right and put the stuff there, wasn't just potentially filled in with AI. The scale of this is completely wrong. These are individual like little plants of grass that are growing.
Right.
And these are the roots that are going down. Meaning the Roswell crash would be about something about yay big.
Yeah.
Right?
A little pothole or something. Okay.
Just because I'm just looking at it saying, wait a minute. Because, there were some, let's see if we can find this and other pictures that are out there. Here we go. This is another shot of it.
Could just be a fragment.
Okay, that's a colorized version of it, is what it is. So if I bring up the non-colorized version of it, the AI went and took all of this stuff at the top here and turned it into actual grass, which is this image right here. So this, you can see the same objects are around. AI thought the different foliage and everything around it was literally like grass. So you can see then the different images. The problem is, as soon as you start introducing AI, you start introducing bias. And it's hallucinating what it's potentially seeing. Try to connect stuff what it knows. It could be grass, but I'm also seeing there's a lot more texture and stuff going down here in the ground that we're not seeing in the image next to it. There's details missing. All right. So it could be a crash, but
it could be a fake photo someone uploaded as well, right? Is what you're saying?
What is that? What does that thing look like right there in the bottom center? Yeah,
This?
that thing. No, very bottom. When you zoomed out, the white thing at the very bottom. Your cursor is all right. Yeah,
right there.
Right. Yeah, that doesn't look. Does that look natural? I mean,
no.
I don't know. Yeah.
Does this piece over here look natural? No. Does this chunk here where it comes down to a point and go around and everything? This doesn't look natural at all either. None of it does. But again, AI saw it like that. Oh, that's the same picture I've got. The AI saw it and it put frickin', grass on it, which didn't help.
It'd be nice to know the context, like if they wrote something on the back of the the back of the photograph. Come on, there's got to be something that goes along with this.
Yeah. Pareidolia, you're searching for shapes. It's like, oh my God, could this right here? Let me get this one out of here. Get back to in here. Could that be an alien body? One leg here, another leg here is fucked up. You're seeing something coming across here for like shoulders, and this can be the head.
Yeah, you're really searching for stuff. Yeah.
You're searching for stuff. You're looking for things. You're trying to take shapes and connect it with something like, a neural network, which we are. Okay. Did we cover this one good now? Sarah, I think
so.
Yeah. Mr. X says the image is not from Roswell, New Mexico crash. Yeah, probably not.
Of course not. Right.
Either way.
No shock or surprise there.
No, not at all. But more importantly, we got some audio coming up. We'll probably go ahead and play this back tomorrow. Mike coming from Lou Elizondo's last appearance that came to us from Fayetteville. Want to thank him. He owes me a PDF he was going to send across. We got some pictures and other stuff we've shown. There may be more, my friends. We got some audio we'll play back on for what's been going on. I want to thank everybody for coming out to this disclosure tonight. More importantly, I want to thank everybody for your wonderful super chats. Remember, we are a fan-funded program, and I want to thank our people who actually threw money up onto the stage tonight. Who am I talking about? Mr. Catfish 2100. Liz W., thank you very much. Necessary Dialogue, appreciate it. Fayetteville, thank you for thanking me, and thank you for everything that you've done for this channel. Stargazer 46 and 2, thank you very much. And Daryl starting it off tonight. Hello, Earth Things. Thanks everybody, I appreciate it. Mike, great conversation tonight, my friend.
Oh, it was a lot of fun. We covered a lot of interesting stuff. Thank you for doing such a great job on the show with it.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Thank you, my friend.
And as we usually say at the end of every episode of Disclosure tonight, eyes open, no fear, be safe, everybody, but...
Go back to Party City where you belong.
Absolutely. We'll catch you on the flip side. Good night, everybody. I'll come back now here. Take care now. Bye-bye. Remember, mental help is sometimes a good thing because you really need it. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.